You will never feel bored with math after see this video. Let's check it out. Fighting!
The materials that we will explain is first, standard form and general graph of quadratic equation. Second, solve the quadratic equation using Microsoft Mathematics. Third, discriminant and graph the quadratic equation using Microsoft Mathematics. So the material that we will explain is about quadratic equation. Form and general graphic of quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. 2 of the variable x make it quadratic, and the graphic of the quadratic equation is like in the picture. The example of quadratic equation: first, 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation because a is 2, b is 3, and c is 1. X squared plus 9 equal to 0. This is also an example of quadratic equation. A is 1, b is 0, and c is 9. 2x plus 6 equal to 0. This is not a quadratic equation because a is equal with 0, so it means that squared x is 0 too. And we know from there that the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, and a is not equal to 0. Hidden quadratic equation: 6x squared equal to 3x plus 2 equal with 6x squared minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. X point x plus 9 equal to 5. It is equal with x squared plus 9x minus 5 equal to 0. 2 point x squared plus 6x equal to 7. It is also equal with 2x squared plus 12x minus 7 equal to 0. Find the x. Factor the quadratic. X squared plus 1x plus 6 equal to 0. The factor is x plus 3 by x minus 2. It means that x is minus 3 and x is 2. Use special quadratic formula. Minus b plus minus root of b squared minus 4ac per 2a.
First, we will explain about application description. Microsoft Mathematics is software that built by Microsoft to help students solve mathematics problems. The layout is like this. There are home, insert, and view. In the home, you can find number and angels. We can choose real number or complex number. In the decimal places, we can choose from 0 to 13. And then in the input, there are two choices: keyboard and ink. Keyboard is for typing manually with keyboard, and ink is for handwriting. And then equation solver, there are example two. Example 1 is x plus 3 equal to 2. That is line function, and then second is quadratic function. For example, we choose the second function and click solve. It will show the solution, and if we click the plus sign, it will appear the step. The solution is available in two choices. And then formulas and equation, we can find algebra, geometry, trigonometry, physics, chemistry, law of exponent, properties of logarithm and constant. For example, which is geometry. It will show new tab that contains many formula. For example, Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square is equal to square, and then if we scroll down, it will show more formula and then try to solve. We can fill in the blank. There are 3 columns for side and 3 columns for angles. For example, we fill in the 3 side and then click calculate and will show the 3 angles. Or we also can input one side and 2 angles like this. Then click calculate, will show the other side and other angles. And last is unit converter. We can convert length, area, volume, mass, temperature, pressure, weight or mass, energy, power, velocity, time and force. And if we click show all units, make a checklist, it will show an unfamiliar unit that we use in every time, like Armstrong and others. And then the insert menu, there are metric. We can test the row and columns for make metric. And in variable, it will show so many variable in the Latin alphabet and Greek alphabet. And dataset, there are 20 blank table to fill with the data. It's for solve statistic. And the last in the view, we can just stick in for calculator. For example, with a short route, it will be like this, or snow, or sketch like this. And the color scheme is for Microsoft Mathematic layout like this. And the stored variable, for the stored variable, for example, we type a it's equal to 5. It will written in stored variable, and then if we type again, then a enter, the output will be 50. It means that a 5 it multiply with 10. And then we can do graphing here. We can, for example, ax square plus 2x plus 3 is equal to y. Enter and then click graph. Because we use coefficient for squared x is a, we can animate the a with slider. If we change for b and c, we can animate b and c by slider too.
From engraving, use Microsoft Mathematic. How to draw a graph? First, we write the quadratic equation in the box 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. And it displays like this. It displays the solution 1 and the solution 2. And then we write y equal to 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 equal to y, and this is the solution of the quadratic equation. There are 2 solutions of each quadratic equation. This is the solution 1 from the second quadratic equation. And then we graph by writing the quadratic equation that we want to know how is the graph. 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Enter. And the second is 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 equal to y. Then we graph. So this is the graph of the 2 quadratic equation. So the blue line is for the first equation, and we can trace to know each value of the x and y of each quadratic equation. Then we can grab the 3D of the quadratic equation. It will be displayed like this. Then quadratic form graphing. Y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Enter and then grab. So it will be displayed like this. We then zoom out the graph to know what is the shape of the graph. So this is the graph of y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, and then we can trace to know its value of x and y of the graph. We can now trace. Also, we can animate the variable of the quadratic equation. We can animate a variable, b or c variable. So it will be the display of the animate like this. It will give an impact to the graph if we animate a variable, b variable, and c variable. Let's zoom in to know what's happened with the graph if we animate of each variable. So if we animate c, it will move up. Then when we animate b, it will move to the left. And next is form transformation. Y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. The second quadratic equation is y equal to minus ax squared minus bx minus c. Then we grab, so it will be displayed like this. Let's zoom out. We know that if the value of a is negative, so it will be like the graph of the Microsoft Mathematics that we have. And next, the third quadratic equation, we write y equal to ax squared plus bx, and the last is we write y equal to bx plus c. Then enter. So let's take a look at the graph. What will happen? So it will be like this. Let's zoom out to find the shape of the graph. We know that from here, the blue color is the first quadratic equation with the value of a, b, z is positive, and the green one is quadratic equation with the value of a, b, z in negative, and the purple is ax squared plus bx, and the black line is bx plus c. So the next is find the x. We write the quadratic equation x squared plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Enter. It will be like this. It will display the solution of the quadratic equation. So we can get two solutions of each quadratic equation. The solution one is step using the quadratic formula, which means we use the ABC formula to solve the quadratic equation. We can know step by step in the quadratic formula that displayed in the Microsoft Mathematics. So we can make sure if our answer in the quadratic equation is right or not. It will be make easier for us to understand the quadratic equation and to solve the problem in quadratic equation. We can take a look in this step by step that it's really clear to know. The step is writing down one by one. And then the second is solution step for completing the square. We can take a look. So it will be displayed the other solution, the other step to know the solution of the quadratic equation. Really, it makes our study in quadratic equation is fun, and we can know the right answer of each quadratic equation and its solution, not only for one solution. So we can know step by step to get the solution 1 and the solution 2 of the quadratic equation. So the solution 1 is x is minus 2 and the solution 2 is x minus 1. And then we can grab the quadratic equation x squared plus 3x plus 2 equals 0. We also can grab the quadratic equation x squared plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0, and then enter. Then we can grab. So it will display like this. Let's zoom out. And we can trace to get each value of x and y in the quadratic equation. So it will display it like this. The x is minus 1. Discriminant d equal to b squared minus 4ac. If d is equal to 0, so there is one value of x for any positive number of d. If d is less than 0, so we use pair of complex solution. And if d is more than 0, so there are two values of x for any positive number of d.
So, we will explain about what if the d is more than 0. For example, we use x squared plus 4x plus 2, then enter. Oh, we gotta miss the 0. It's equal to 0, then click enter. The solution is x is equal to minus root of 2 minus 2, and x is equal to root of 2 minus 2. If we find the discriminant, use the formula b squared minus 4ac. It will be 4. Oh, it's wrong. It should be 4 squared, not 4 is power of 4. We write 4 squared minus 4. Let's multiply by a is 1, and then multiply by c is 2. Then value is 8. It's positive. And then we will check it on the graphic. Fill the blank with the equation x squared plus 4x plus 2 is equal to y. The graph is like this. If you look at this graph, it's shown that the graph is cut the x-axis in 2 points. For the proof, we can write again the equation. It's equal to 0. There are 2 points in the x that same it's with the equation of y. So we can trace it. You can write there in it's equal to 0. To find the value of x when y is 0, there are 2 x. And then how if the d of discriminant is equal to 0? For example, we use 2x squared plus 4x plus c plus 2 is equal to y and it's equal to 0. Equal to y is find the graphic and equal to 0 it find the value of x. We almost forget to find the discriminant by using the formula. It's 4 square minus 4 is multiplied by 1 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 again. 2 is a and c. The value is 0. And then for the graphic we know that the graph it starts the x-axis it's in 1 point. Point is x equal to minus 1. And then what if the discriminant is less than 0? For example, we use 2x squared minus x plus 4 is equal to 0. B squared minus 4 is multiplied by a and multiplied by c. The c is 4, a is 2, and b is minus 1. And the result is minus 31. It's negative number. So we check it on the graph like the same way like before. And then trace it. From the graph we know that the graph is not touching x-axis anymore at all points in the graph.
Don't forget to check the worksheet in the description tag below. Goodbye. Thank you.